Hi guys, welcome to Glory Color, my channel for all things art related. My name is Glory and I've been drawing for quite a while. I've also been watching YouTube videos religiously every day and I decided that I wanted to give it a try. In this case, I decided that my first video was going to be one of my original characters. His name is Finn and he's my favorite one. He's based off Luminion, which is a Pokemon, and I don't know why, he just really inspires me. Whenever I'm feeling blocked, he's the one that I usually go for, and for some reason he always helps me. I don't really have that much experience working with traditional mediums, so one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel is because I wanted to practice more. In this case, you can see that I'm using brush pens, which are new to me, and this one is a Kuretake. I can't remember the name, but what I can tell you is that the nib was very flexible, and because of that I couldn't really control the ink as much as I wanted, so it was difficult for me to actually put down the shapes that I wanted, and I ended up switching to a Pentel Signo, which has a stiffer nib, so that helped me a lot when it came down to actual detailing and things like that. One of the things that I completely forgot that you have to do when you work with inks is that you have to let the ink dry. So I ended up erasing over parts that were far too moist, and it ended up smearing all over the place. Because of that, I decided that I wanted to use a base color for his face because he's very pale. I usually just use the white of the paper. In this case, I decided to use a light gray, and it sort of helped. So the smears didn't look like a mistake, they ended up looking like part of the shading. At some point I realized that the colors that I had in my hand, or like the colors that I picked, weren't exactly as bright as I intended them, because he has a very neutral palette, and the way that I compensate that is by adding very bright colors, which I really love. He has a very limited color palette. It has very bright pink and very bright aqua, and then he has just lots of black, or very dark blues. But what I ended up doing is that I pulled up the Kuretake, the stick pen, in order for the colors could really pop. More so than that, so that the saturation could go up a little bit, because the colors were already there, it's just that they weren't as bright as I wanted them. So one of the reasons why I ended up building up the colors, as you can see on his hair, is that because he has very dark hair and he has very bright bangs, I didn't know exactly how to do the gradient, so I ended up going little by little, hoping that it will help, and it kind of worked out. I actually really liked how it looked in the end. So yeah, one of the reasons that I wanted to keep this video, even though I know that there's a lot of mistakes, is that I can look back to it and see where it came from the start. So with every repetition and practice, I can see how much it improves, and I hope that it does. But in this case, even though it was really difficult for me to stay on frame, and I had some issues with lighting and with focus, I still wanted to keep it just in order to look back and have that. But in the end, I actually ended up really liking it, and I hope that you did as well. So if you enjoyed the video so far, maybe you could like and subscribe. I'm thinking of uploading a video every week, and if you would like to follow me in any other social media network, I'm as Glory Color in, I think it's Glory Color on Facebook and Twitter, and then on Instagram is Glory Colors with an S at the end. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.